Hello there, America. Tonight we're diving into a story so absurd, you'd think it was pulled straight from the Trump administration greatest hits album. Remember that time when a global pandemic ravaged the world and millions were relying on government aid? Well, buckle up, because it appears your favorite ex-president might have treated FEMA funds like his personal campaign piggy bank. Now I know what you're thinking. John, surely you're exaggerating. A former president wouldn't misuse funds meant for disaster relief, right? And you know what? Normally I'd agree with you. But this is Donald J. Trump we're talking about. A man whose relationship with the truth is about as stable as a Jenga tower built on a roller coaster. The Department of Justice is currently looking into allegations that Trump's 2020 re-election campaign funneled a cool $400 million from FEMA, money intended for disaster relief, into, wait for it, campaign advertising. Yes, folks, you heard that right. While Americans were struggling to stay afloat amidst a global crisis, Trump allegedly saw a prime opportunity to boost his own re-election chances. Just another Tuesday for the man who once suggested injecting bleach to cure COVID, am I right? You decide. Now, the ads in question were technically part of a public awareness campaign about the pandemic. But let's be honest, there was nothing public service about these thinly veiled attempts at self-promotion. Picture this. It's the heat of the 2020 election, and you're bombarded with ads featuring none other than the Donald, looking very presidential and not at all panicked, assuring you that everything is under control. Coincidence? I think not. It's like holding a Save the Rainforest fundraiser and using the money to buy yourself a solid gold Hummer. Sure, you could argue that you're raising awareness about environmentalism, but we all know what's really going on here. And let's not forget the timing of these ads. They just happened to air right before the election, when Trump was trailing in the polls and desperately needed a boost. I'm no political strategist, but if it looks like a campaign ad, smells like a campaign ad, and airs right before an election, well, it's probably a campaign ad. Now, Trump, being the stand-up guy he is, has naturally denied any wrongdoing and claimed that the lawsuit against him should be thrown out. His defense? Presidential immunity, of course. Because apparently, in Trump's world, being the leader of the free world means you're also above the law. Thankfully, the judge presiding over the case wasn't buying it. In a move that surprised absolutely no one familiar with basic legal concepts, the judge ruled that presidential immunity doesn't give you carte blanche to misuse government funds for personal gain. Shocking, I know. It's almost like accountability applies to everyone, even reality TV stars who stumble their way into the Oval Office. So, what's next in this saga of alleged corruption and misappropriation of funds? Well, the lawsuit is moving forward, which means we can look forward to months, if not years, of legal battles and political posturing. Will Trump face any actual consequences for his actions? Honestly, it's too early to tell. But one thing is for sure, this case is about much more than just $400 million. It's about the erosion of trust in our institutions, the abuse of power, and the audacity of a man who seems to think he's above the law. And as much as I'd love to end this segment on a lighthearted note, the truth is, this is some pretty dark stuff. So, stay tuned, America. Because with this administration, the hits just keep on coming, and I'll be here week after week trying to make sense of this dumpster fire we call American politics.